Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at Adidas equipment, Agravic XTR. And this is worth an unboxing because look at how reflective that is. It's a shiny box compared to their other Adidas boxes with this black flap. Yeah, that's boring. Let's not do that kind of unboxing. Let's do the one that has not a flap, but a slide. It's like a drawer. You know, it really feels like a collector's box. And for the price tag of 300 Canadian dollars, yeah, they better be doing this. You even got this metallic branding of the Adidas on the tissue paper there. Quite fancy. Wow, they've definitely outdone themselves with the design and technology. Let's get into it, and I'll tell you my thoughts about these shoes. Let's start with the bottom. Continental rubber. Now, this particular Continental rubber on the outsole, I'd say is one of their better ones. Like, this is really substantial. It's almost like a Continental winter tire on the bottom of your feet. This tread pattern is really excellent for trail running or maybe even running in slush or snow. They're not Gore-Tex, so I'd be watching out for, rain. It's super grippy. Like, these teeth just have so much traction. It also has like this really nice heel to forefoot to toe off. It's nice and rounded, and also it's got an interesting shape. Like, it's really quite narrow at the heel, and then when you get up into the forefoot, it's like super wide. Maybe it's not great for people with flat feet because it's just so little. It's just got this little itty bitty tiny waistline. On feet, it's pretty comfortable. In the midsole, you have this Light Strike Pro. And then in the forefoot here, a little bit of like this jelly thing. It allows a little bit more movement. Quite a rigid shoe though. I'd say like it takes a little bit of breaking into. I think part of the rigidity comes from the Dyneema. It almost feels like a rock climbing shoe in the back. I don't know, I wouldn't rock climb with these. It's got like way too many strings and things. Yeah, even along the whole bottom part, it's got this ripstop. They call it cold cement. It feels like a really rugged, durable shoe. Straps, this part's elastic. That's kind of nice. You can put your finger here and here, slip it on. Lacing system, pretty easy. You just pull it and that tightens it. But I don't know why you would tighten it that much, because then this part's kind of just flapping at the toe, which I think is kind of silly. It's almost like it's over-engineered to the point where it's not very functional anymore. It's mostly just for aesthetics, in my opinion. If we look into the upper, it has this ripstop, very durable. It's also not very flexible. It's almost like this thick canvas material. And then on the back part, it's kind of reminiscent of the NMDs. So it has this like stitch design around the ankle. Personally, I wish it could have been a little bit softer. I think it just digs into my medial and lateral malleolus a little bit too much. And then also in the heel part, I like the Ultra Boost design where it's like a little bit more padded around that Achilles tendon. So when you're running, okay, this part here is going to dig into your Achilles tendon a little bit too much. At least when I'm wearing it, that's what it does. I'm not really a big fan of that. It's not a built-in tongue, so this tongue separate from the upper. Would I wear these every day? I'm not sure that I would. Interesting style. Like if I'm going to the edge of a volcano in my aluminum foil suit, that's kind of when I would wear these. I feel like with the tread pattern on the bottom, I probably would climb a volcano in these shoes, to be honest. This is very grippy. And if I get like pieces of ash and lava onto this part, it's quite durable. Like, I don't think any ash is going through there. So if you want to climb that mountaintop in style, you could climb a mountain in these shoes if you really wanted to. I'm pretty sure that these are gonna get caught in some branches though. So that part's not as functional. But again, it's the style part. If you want style on the mountain, reflective details for that flare, you're not gonna get hit with this kind of shoe. It's just really reflective. I'd say these shoes are more comfortable in walking in than the Ultra Boost. Even the Ultra Boost 5X. I didn't even think that I would say that. These are like the ultimate walking, hiking shoes. I wouldn't say running because it has a bit of weight to it. Better for hiking and walking than running. Long distance though. I guess I probably could hike like 15, 20 kilometers in these just because it feels so nice. Like it, when you walk, has like a really nice heel strike, toe off sensation. It's kind of like walking like this. And the Continental rubber is absolutely phenomenal on the bottom of these. Also, the all-around quality is really good. Great job, Adidas. You did a good one with these. I'm not sure if it's for everyone, but for those who want style on the mountain and for that extra long distance endurance kind of shoe, this might be the one. What do you think? Is this a shoe worth buying for $300 Canadian? Is it worth hiking a mountain in style with all these flashy bells and whistles? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, then subscribe so you get notified for when the next video comes out. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.